Welcome back, boys. I'm your teacher, Bryce, and I'm looking into getting a free $150 if I sign up for this debit card. Alright, 1.7, signed numbers. What's a signed number? It means it has a sign in front of it. Let's take a look. Where's my pen? It's right here. Okay. Well, guess what? Your mom said I say so a lot. Well, now I'm saying all right a lot, and I'm saying okay a lot. Deal with it. So, sign number means it has a sign in front of it. A -6. Hey, that's from the last video. Or a +7. Now with these two numbers, one has a negative sign, which means it's a negative number. One has a positive sign, which means it's a positive number. But usually, what do we do with positive numbers? We just write them without the sign. So either way. Just pretend like it's there, but we don't have to write it. Now, all right. Y'all know the rules of division, but I'll just put it in video form. What's the rule for multiplying by negative numbers? Yeah, very good. Two negatives make a positive. What does that mean? All right. Let's start from the beginning. Let's say we have two positive numbers. 6 times 8 gives us 48. Oops. All right, 48. And let's see what all the different possibilities are. We could have -6 times 8, we could have 6 times -8, or we could have -6 times -8. So our rule is two negatives make a positive. That's a multiplication rule. Don't get that confused. It's a multiplication and division rule. Don't get it confused with addition and subtraction. Let's see how it looks. -6 times -8. Rule is two negatives make a positive. We still treat it the same way. 6 times 8 is 48. Because we have two negatives, that just ends up being a positive. And because it's a positive, we can ignore the sign and just write 48. All right. We always want to start by multiplying the big numbers. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 8 is 48. But let's take a look how many negatives we have. We only have one negative, which means this ends up being positive. We only have one negative in the next one, which means this is negative as well. So two negatives make a positive. So let's take a look. Anytime we have an even amount of negative signs, it's a positive. If we have an odd amount of negative signs, 1, 1, it's a negative. So basically, we're just pairing them up, see if there's any left over. The same thing works with division. Let's take a look. These are division signs, not minus signs. All right, 30 minus 5. So we'll just start with the big numbers, and then we'll work with the negatives in a second. So 30 divided by 5 gives us 6. All right, let's go back and determine whether they're negative or positive. They're an even amount of negative signs or an odd amount. Even amount. 0. 0 is even, which means positive. We don't have to do anything. What about right here? Even amount of negative signs or odd amount? There's only one negative, which means our answer is negative. You look here. Even amount or odd amount? There's only one negative, which means our answer is negative. How about down here? Even amount or odd amount? Even. We have 2. They cancel. 2 negatives make a positive. Bam. 6, -6, -6, 6. Let's take a little look at how sign numbers work with addition and subtraction. This rule I'm about to teach you only works if all the signs for all the numbers are the same. So let's take a look at this first one. There's no sign, which means that's positive. Positive. We look at terms. When we look at terms, we're looking at the part plus the sign in front of it to determine what it is. So this is a +6, that's a +2, that's a +5. So it's 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5, 16? 16. All right. And now we can do the same thing here, but this trick only works if all the signs are the same. So see, they're all negative. So let's just add up the big chunks right now. So 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, 2 plus 11 is 15. We got 15, and we look at 16. We got 16, And let's look at the sign negative, because what we did here is we basically subtracted everything. -3, -6, -2, -5. We did the same thing up here, just in the negative direction, which is why it's the same absolute value, just a different sign. If you have mixed signs, like positive, negative, then you just got to take it slow and do it one step at a time and think about it. But this is a little shortcut if you know that everything's going to be the same side. Otherwise, just take it slow and do addition and subtraction normally. But this is just a shortcut, fun way. All right, that's all for this one. Bye.